Aloha, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Lauren, a Honolulu-based flight attendant. I am on reserve this month, so I thought I'd give you a peek behind the curtain to see what happens when a flight attendant calls in sick on their layover. I hope you enjoy this vlog of my chaotic international trip I got short-called for.
Good morning. Crew scheduling struck again. This morning they called me at 4 a.m. They were trying to figure out, there was a downline flight attendant that called in sick, so they needed some flights covered, so they were trying to figure out who was covering what. I ended up deadheading to Majuro. I have like a 12-hour, which is the minimum rest layover, and then I'm going to be working the flight back.
Majuro is a tiny atoll in the Marshall Islands. It's about a 5.5-hour flight from Honolulu. On this route, we actually fly a 737 aircraft and not a wide-body aircraft like you'd expect on any other international flight. If you haven't seen my Majuro vlog exploring all that it has to offer, I highly recommend checking it out. I'll link it down below.
I made it to Majuro. It was quite a morning, getting woken up at 4 a.m. for a literal 7:30 departure, but that's kind of reserve life for you. So I got ready. Luckily, I wasn't working the flight. I was just deadheading, so that meant I was a passenger on the flight. And I was able to get all my stuff ready and get out the door. I actually even got Jack in the Box on the way to the airport. So I got upgraded to first class. I was super excited to get upgraded to first class, but it's not like I ate anything. It's just nice to have the space in the room to kind of like stretch out. And I actually fell asleep for a little bit, and that is like unheard of. I never fall asleep on flights. So I'm here in Majuro. I have exactly 12 hours, which is exactly the minimum rest that I need. So right now I'm just waiting for the working crew to get here. They're trading crews on the plane because that plane is going further on to other Marshall Islands. And I'm waiting for them, and we're gonna head to the hotel, and I am pretty much gonna sleep for my entire layover because I leave tonight at 10 p.m. It's funny, when I got off the plane, there was, you know, like the workers, it's not like you get down a jet bridge. So you walk off the plane through a stand, which means you just kind of roll your rollerboard, zigzag all the way until you get to the ground, and you're actually like on the tarmac and you walk to the customs. So I got off the plane and one of the workers was like, "You're our savior." I don't have any like ID on or anything like that. I guess you could just tell from my bags that I was not supposed to be here, but I'm a flight attendant, so he knew I was the one that got called in the middle of the night. So basically what happened is that there was a flight attendant that was Guam-based that called out sick, and they don't have enough people to cover the trip, I guess. And so they needed to pull someone from this Honolulu to Majuro flight tonight. But since they needed to pull him, they didn't have anyone to cover his spot. So basically I flew in to layover to cover his spot. And since we have to have our required rest, for international, it's minimum 12 hours. So they had to delay the flight tonight so that I would get my full 12 hours of rest. So everyone on that flight is getting delayed because of this whole debacle that happened. But only a couple of hours, I think only like 3 or 4 hours. So that's nice. But yeah, I'll be working the flight back tonight. Also, I'm walking out of the airport, which is really only one room, but I'm walking out of the airport and I'm like, I wonder what van it is that I'm taking. I know the hotel, you know, but none of these really have the name on the side. And I'm like walking, and this guy just immediately comes over to me and he's like, "United?" Like, again, I'm not wearing anything United. I'm wearing like deadhead clothes, like a black jacket and jeans. That's all I'm wearing. And they like immediately know that I'm United. I have made it to my hotel room, finally. And it's nothing super fancy or anything. I actually was supposed to get one of the bungalows, but the working flight attendant, it was his first time and he's really new. And so I figured, you know, let him have the bungalow and experience the little resort. And I'll just take the hotel room. I'm literally here for 12 hours and I'm not gonna do anything but sleep. So I went and ate at the hotel. Wasn't the greatest food, but it was food. It was enough. So I ate and then I came back to the room, took a shower. I have all of my stuff ready, laid out. I don't know if I'm showing you guys. So I'm good to go. think I'm going to take a nap, just kind of chill out until my van pickup at 10 p.m. It's 9 p.m. My alarm just went off and I gotta get ready for work. It's raining outside really hard actually. I do not want to get out of bed, but I am excited that I'll be home early this morning. So I am pretty much ready at this point. I'm not gonna do too much because I'm 99% sure that most of these people are gonna be sleeping on this flight. We get into Honolulu at like almost 5 a.m. now. So we're leaving at 10 p.m. It is 9:30 right now. So I have a little bit longer until I have to put my uniform on. So I'm gonna take all that time and just relax for just a little bit until the craziness. Time to go. I am ready to go and I am so happy that I have my new contact lanyard to wear. Just boarded our flight to Honolulu and it's pretty empty. Everybody's tired, we're just all ready to go. Just like that, I'm back in Honolulu. It was a 4.5-hour flight back over to Honolulu from Majuro. So it was easy, pretty much everyone was sleeping and it was a pretty light load. So there wasn't a lot of people and most of the people just wanted to sleep. So not much to do other than try to stay awake the whole time. So I am on my way to my car now and it is like almost 7 a.m. So I'm going home and I'm going to sleep. See you on my next trip.